Hello everyone. In this lecture we are going to learn about understanding different types of front heads in shell and tube heat exchanger. Our flagship courses are Master Static Equipment Design and PVElite, ASME SEC VIII Division 2, and Master Welded Storage Tank, as per API 650. We have curated courses to suit your learning needs. So do visit our learning platform for more details on scootoid.thinkific.com.
Okay. So let us first talk about front end types. Okay. So it's the start of alphabet. Okay. A, type A. So it's very simple. Just you have to understand the first configuration, and then later on will be much easier. Okay. So the type A, see all the heat exchanger, the front side, there will be channel. Okay. There will be tube sheet, there will be shell in the middle, then at the rear end also maybe channel, maybe cover. Okay. So how these items are attached, based on that, the type varies. So here you can see there is a blind flange attached to the channel. So channel attached with a flange, and then there is blind flange. Okay, so it's a removable cover. Okay, so we can easily remove it, and then we can access the tube sheet where the tube to tube sheet is welded, so you can do the cleaning. Okay, so the first type is only identified with the removable cover, which is nothing but your blind flange. Okay, bolted with the channel. Okay, so this is the first type of front end. Once you see the other types, it will make more sense, and we'll keep on comparing the benefits and the disadvantages of the different types. Okay. Now the next is B type. Now what is the difference? If we just in first we talk about only that left hand side, that there was bolted flange, bolted cover, which is we call it as removable cover. Here, what change you see in B? What is the main change you see here in the second, in the type B? There is cover. In the A also there was cover. So now cover is a descent. Okay. Something else. Now descent is how it is attached. It is integral. It is welded. It is not removable. Okay. So it's not only that it is addition, it is now welded. Okay, so now you cannot remove the access which was there earlier. We could have removed that bolted flange and access the inside. Now it has become fixed. We cannot open that cover. It is now integral part of the channel. See, whenever we weld completely any part, in code terms, we called it as integral. Now it has become an integral part of the channel, right? Now, let us see the next part. Just compare A and B. Okay, now you can see the difference. Bolting, here it is descent, which is integral. So both are covers, but one is fixed, one is removable. Okay, great. Now see the next, type C. Any difference you can identify compared to, let us see, type A? Because type, it looks like completely type A. It is now a removable cover. Okay, so what is the difference? What is the difference if we compare with type A? So the main difference between type C and type A, see, if you see the cover, bolted, channel, both are having channels. Okay, here the tube sheet is integral, it's welded. So like I said, welded means it becomes an integral part. So tube sheet is integral with the channel, it's welded with the channel. While in the type A, tube sheet is not welded with the channel. Okay, it is attached or it is bolted via a flange. Making sense? So now, what advantage we may get with this. No, do you think any advantage with type C compared to type A? See, in type A, your tube sheet is integral with shell. In type C, your tube sheet is integral with channel. Type A can be cleaned easily. We can even unbolt the complete channel, right? So if my size is very small, when it's very difficult to access the tube sheet just by going inside the channel, in that case, type A will have advantage because I can open it and access the complete tube, the tube sheet portion of the tube to tube sheet joints we can access. Okay. Now, tube bundle can be removed in type C. Okay. It will depend upon what is my type at the rear end. But yes, if it is a U-bend kind of thing, then definitely you will be able to remove the tube bundle. Okay. So that will give another advantage to type C. Okay. Yes, retubing will be difficult for type C because if some problem happened and you want to change the tubes, that will be comparatively easier in type A. Okay, great. So now moving to the next type, type N. What is the difference now compared to, again, type A and type C? You can compare. Comparatively easier. What is the difference? Tube sheet integral both sides. Shell is not integral with channel, but both shell is integral with tube sheet and even channel is integral with tube sheet. Okay. Yes, tube sheet is welded both the side. Okay. So now only we have access of the tube bundle from the left hand side. We can open the cover and access the tubes. If it is very small opening, it is going to be really difficult. But what is the advantage? The biggest advantage of N type, there are less flange joint. If we see the shell side, if I have a lethal service in one of the sides, I'll put that in the shell side. Okay. Because in shell side, there is no bolted connections, because bolted connections are more prone to leakage. So if I have a lethal substance, I put that in the shell side fluid and there is no worry about any leakage because there is no bolted connection. Making sense? If I have a lethal substance, I'll put that into shell side, right? That is the advantage of type N. Okay. This comparison we already did. Now, what is this type? It's a D type heat exchanger. It's little trickier design and many times it is kind of patented design. There are lots of variations available. Yes, Himanshu, absolutely right. Bridge and lock is one of the variation of this. So these are, like bridge and lock is also a proprietary type of design. Okay. And it is used for very high pressure. You can see that mostly the forgings. Okay. If nozzles are to be welded, it has to be lip and butt welded because it's a very high pressure design. Okay. So little bit, if we can, highlight how to make you understand how it's done. So there will be a very high thickness. If you see this point, we have tried to enlarge the left hand side cover. So there is a very high thickness cover, and then there will be a side cover, the channel kind of thing, which will be having screw on the outside. Okay. So once you tighten, it will be tightened against this small lip which is projecting. Okay. And then you can have a gasket there, and then again a leak path. So any leakage is there, you can check. Okay. So this is how typically you will not get, and even if you're getting, it will be always proprietary design. So very, specific to the companies, and that is the reason we cannot share lots of detail of this. Okay, we cannot exactly show the drawings of it because it's a proprietary design. Okay.
For in-depth training. And to learn more about these courses, register with the link in the description.